Hello, beautiful soul family. My name is Rebecca, your vibe mentor, and this channel is for you, the conscious, purpose-driven entrepreneur, to help you be able to move through the blocks that keep you from your purpose so that you can manifest abundance and assist in bringing about heaven on earth with us. And speaking of heaven on earth, we have a membership and a community called the New Earth Construction Team. So if you are a conscious, purpose-driven entrepreneur looking to blast through those blocks that are keeping you from your purpose, from your abundance, then the New Earth Construction Team community is the place to be. There's a link below. If you join us now, you will be one of the founding members and grandfathered in at a very, very low cost of $20 a month. No commitment. You can leave anytime. In that community, you will find all sorts of masterclasses and courses and assistance and community and accountability and connection and all the things that you seek. We have weekly get-togethers and hang out and chat about all things energy, consciousness, purpose, business, marketing, leads, sales, whatever it is that you need to do to get through those blocks into your purpose and manifest abundance through it. All right, so today we are talking about the phases and stages of the conscious, purpose-driven entrepreneur. And I have done quite a few videos on this already. If you want just sort of a high level of all 5 of the stages, go check out the original video. There is a playlist, so you should be able to find all of the videos very easily. But the first stage is that unseen seeker. I'm sorry, the wounded seeker. It is something I'm still nailing down as far as language, but the wounded seeker is sort of that hermit phase that where we're perpetually in a healing mode. And that is pre-getting help, pre-understanding of what complex trauma is and how to do somatic healing and work through the blocks that are holding you back. The next stage is once you get help, you start to move into the unseen lightworker stage where you're finally beginning to do what is necessary to remove these blocks and get out of that dark night of the soul or perpetual healing mode and start stepping into your purpose. That healing phase, the initial stages of somatic healing usually takes around 3 to 6 months, depending on the frequency of how often you see a practitioner like myself or someone else who can facilitate that. And then the third stage is the emerging lightworker. After about 6 months of healing, you start to really shine. You're out there, you're being seen, you're letting the world see your light. You are fully in your power and in your purpose, and it's starting to grow and it's becoming fun and you're starting to enjoy life and you're starting to really be glad that you're here and not have that desire to escape or that feeling like you don't belong anymore. Then the fourth stage is the shining lightworker. That's after about 2 years of stepping into your purpose and really putting towards the effort into growing your gifts, your talents, the new gifts that come online. They really start to shine and you start to learn how to work with them consciously. And that stage can be anywhere around 2 to 8 years. And it seems like a long time when you say 8 years, but really perfecting your craft, mastery takes anywhere from 8 to 10 years. And then that leads to what I call the synchronized master stage. And that is what we're going to cover today. The synchronized master is master of their realm, of their energy, of their mind, their body. They are synchronized with life, which means they're predominantly in flow, very rarely triggered or thrown off the track, very stable in this 3D realm, grounded here because we chose to incarnate here. I don't want to say that you have to be in the 3D because there, are some that would speak to the language of rising above into different dimensions, and it really isn't about that. It is really about the mastery that we have over the body, right? And that's why we call it the synchronized master, because you are in flow, you are experiencing synchronicity after synchronicity, and you are fully in mastery of your triggers, your wounds, your body, your mind, and your soul. We are in this stage, we are very much led and guided and supported in every minute of every day. We are always connected. I love the acronym ABC, always be connected. So in this stage, we are predominantly connected and very rarely fall out of that connective or guided stage. We are in flow, fully in surrender. There is no questioning, no resistance. We understand that resistance is futile. And in fact, I would say putting down resistance is one of the most impactful steps in moving forward in your path. And once you have reached this 8 to 10 year mark of mastery, you really have no room for resistance, that you start to see everything as perfect as it is, perfectly designed by the divine, and you are perfectly imperfect for your purpose and therefore flowing without resistance. We are very much, again, balanced and grounded in this realm. We chose to incarnate here on earth in this time. And so we are asked to be here fully in operating in the way that is required to be here. Part of that is embracing finances or abundance or wealth or riches. And I use all of those words because I know many of them can be triggering. And so if you've not reached this stage yet, then we know that we still have work to do around embracing our birthright of abundance. That in order to create heaven on earth, it requires money, because the world currently requires money to be able to build new schools, build new systems. And when you are in your purpose, whether that's, some people think you have to be a card reader or a healer or a psychic to be in your purpose. And that's simply not true. That all of who you are and what you were made to be, the things that you enjoy, your passions, your interests, those guide you. And in this stage, you have spent years alchemizing those gifts and those passions and that purpose to discover and to create this soup that is unique to you, right? The mission that is unique to you. And that is alchemy, is bringing together all of these different pieces that seemingly were disconnected, and yet they create something so amazing that no one ever in this realm could have fathomed. Right. And so we are grounded in this world and understanding how to work with the game called life, how to play the game called life, and all of the rules and mastery over the universal rules and laws that apply in this realm. Abundance flows easily and effortlessly at this stage. Our cup overflows. There is more than enough. Abundance chases us down because we understand, as within, so without. And we have mastered the within. We have spent the last 8 to 10 years mastering manifestation, understanding that we are creators, realizing that we are creating all the time, that God, source, divine creator, universe gave us gifts and a power and authority that they them wants us to command. And we have learned to do that consciously, of course, always guided and in connection with our purpose and the divine will. We see deep fulfillment and satisfaction in the work that we do. So when we've put down resistance, we're fully in flow, we're fully synchronized, we're always following guidance, we're tapping in and getting guidance, we're always connected. We remain in the flow of the abundance that is available for us. And that means that there is no greater fulfillment, satisfaction, happiness, joy, peace, as that understanding of I'm right where I'm supposed to be, and I'm doing exactly what I was designed to do, and I am fully in the will of the divine. There is great rest in this place. We also see challenges as gifts, because of course, life is not always perfect. It's not always rainbows and unicorns and sunshine. Although once you are a synchronized master, you see the beauty in everything, even the challenges. Now, while challenge may be a smaller portion of your life, you are predominantly in that peace and surrender. When the challenges do come, you see them as gifts. We have been given accurate perspective. We have surrendered our perspective and embraced the miracle of a perspective shift that is gifted to us, and that allows us to see all experiences as gifts and life happening always for us and not to us. We don't have that doubt or that initial resistance to it. We immediately step into, how is this serving me? Thank you for this gift. We are aligned to our design, fully synchronized to the original design for our life. We have become who we were made to be, and we have killed off the alter ego of who the world made us to be. We have separated the voice of trauma from the truth, and we no longer have the self-concept that was imposed on us. We now see ourselves through the divine eyes. We have consciously managed our nervous system for many years. Up until this point, we have come to a point of mastery where we choose to direct our energy and to direct our nervous system and to consciously choose when we step into hypervigilance, which ideally is a small amount of time. The sympathetic nervous system is designed for momentary response. The parasympathetic nervous system is where we are designed to predominantly live. And in this stage, we are predominantly in that calm nervous system state of being. We are predominantly in that feminine, magnetic, allowing, flowing energy. And we consciously choose when to step into that masculine, doing, hypervigilant, fight, flight, fawn, or freeze, however is necessary. But it again is consciously chosen. We are no longer hijacked by our emotional brain or our reptilian brain, right? Our limbic brain and our amygdala. We are very much in peace, joy, calm, stillness, acting from a place of rest. And that can be difficult to understand if you're in the early stages, but it is something that you have practiced and mastered for the last 8 to 10 years. Acting from a place of rest is still action, but in a calm, flowing, trusting, surrendered state of being. The magnetism is the key. We accomplish more through surrender than we do from stress or strain. Our cup overflows. I absolutely love that term. We manifest easily without resistance. There is no efforting in that active rest or active manifestation, or manifesting from a place of rest, rather. When resistance rarely does arise, so we are human, we're always going to be challenged with new levels, but we see it very, very quickly. It's almost instantaneous. It's happening in flashes instead of the resistance taking us down for days or weeks or months or years. We have narrowed it down into hours and minutes and even seconds, where we turn around and we realize I'm in resistance to something, and we're willing to go at the root cause of whatever that weed is and dig that up and shift quickly, choose a new perspective, offer up and surrender the block that we may have created for ourselves in that momentary resistance. We are our own guru. We seek only guidance from within and from the divine. We hold our internal guidance system as the utmost importance. So our EGS, emotional guidance system, is the #1 navigation tool. And that, of course, is in connection with our guidance to the divine, guidance from the divine. We no longer seek people outside of us or solutions outside of us or even material things, especially material things outside of us, to shift and change our internal environment. We are consciously choosing effortlessly. That's interesting that wanted to come through. We are disciplined in our conscious cultivation of our daily state. So we wake up in the morning and there is a set time early in the day. One of the first things that we do to consciously choose and cultivate the energy that we want to have for that day. And a synchronized master likely will have times throughout the day where that is a continued process. For me, that's 3 times a day. Morning, noon, and night. We must open, close, and break in the middle to ensure that we are consciously choosing our energy and cultivating the environment that we want to live in. We are architecting our reality and our energetic state of being. We have beautiful, beautiful, powerful, strong, deep, intimate relationships in this stage. We have early on set boundaries, removed toxic relationships, and started to attract new relations to us. And after this 8 to 10 year mark, we have a strong network of highly supportive, loving, compassionate, empathetic friends, brothers, sisters, co-workers, even partners who are nurturing and returning that reciprocating energy that comes with a deeply solid foundation in relationship. We also recognize the need for connection. In that early wounded seeker stage, we are very hidden, very isolated, very alone. The ego has run wild for too long and caused us to believe that we have to be hyper independent, we need to figure it all out on our own. And in that early stage, we are not aware of or even valuing as much as we could, or dare I say should, the relationships, the intimacy and the connection, the gift of the mirror, that we are built for connection. There is proof biologically in the brain and in the body that we cannot live without connection. And in fact, some of the most amazing, powerful chemical cocktails are created in the mind and body only through intimate relationships, and literally we would starve and die without them. So in this stage, we are consciously cultivating those relationships, recognizing that the compassionate witness is the key to healing, as well as the mirror, the key to seeing. And for those who have eyes to see, this is something that we seek out through healthy and intimate relationships. And of course, intimacy is not just romantic, so make sure that that's clear. We are deeply understanding and living from a core knowing, a core cellular level of understanding of oneness. We are one with the divine. We are one with all that is. And therefore, because all that is the divine, all is one, all is perfect as it is. We have a deep level of compassion and love for others. It is not something that you have to choose at this point. It is habitual in a good way, habituated in a good way. We have those neural pathways to support that. And we see perfection in everyone and everything, even when they are acting from an unconscious place. We still love them because they know not what they do. We are balanced. And I started with this, and I think it's important to reiterate that one of the most important keys is balance. We are unified. Mind, body, and soul. We are laser focused and powerful as a laser instead of diffused as a light bulb when we have that disconnection from mind, body, and soul. We are optimized and aligned mind, body, and soul. We have mastery over the mind and body, whether that's dietary or psychological or biological. All the factors are primarily dialed in. Of course, external influences can potentially be a factor, but again, as within, so without. So we are still in charge and remaining in control, maintaining mastery over all of those factors. We have authenticity, absolute pure authenticity. There is no room. There becomes, because you are so in tune with your nervous system, you are so in tune with your emotional guidance system, you are so in tune with your body, you're in tune with every ounce of your being. There is no room for anything that is misaligned to the truth. Anything that is not aligned to truth instantly sets off alarm bells, and we read it, we see it, and we shift it so quickly, it's almost impossible to step out. And the step out is seconds, minutes at most, that even the triggers that used to throw us off kilter are so desensitized, and we are so in command of the nervous system and the body and the mind, body, soul connection and alignment. It doesn't allow for those slips that we used to have. There is a relentless commitment to truth and integrity. There again is no room, because you have become so sensitive and so attuned and so aligned that you in those microseconds you notice, oh, I'm going a little bit off track here, and it's not possible. Your integrity, your alignment to source, your commitment, the amount of joy and beauty and enjoyability of life is so strong and so powerful and so nourishing. That connection to source, that those moments where you just say, this is so good. This is so good. This is everything I have been seeking. There is no way I would dare move off this path. And that is what it's not, there's no effort in it because you want it so much so. And you're so grateful for those moments where you notice the misalignment or the sort of the swerving off of the line. And you're like, oh, no, let's come back, because there's no better place to be. Right? We go to source for all things, right? Always connected, especially for right perception. And it's in those moments when you notice that you might be slightly veering off the lane where you quickly go and say, give me the right perspective. Show me what's misaligned here. How am I off? Recognizing resistance, recognizing triggers, recognizing the misalignment, seeking truth, seeking correction, surrendering it all to the divine, and asking for that truth will bring it in very, very quickly. From a business perspective, all is well. We are flowing. Our initial business idea is highly successful at this point. Around the 10-year mark, you have reached mastery or are reaching mastery. You are flourishing. There is ample support. You have a beautiful network of employees and coworkers and all of the different types of support that you would need throughout your life, whatever you have asked for, whatever you have created. You may even start to grow into multiple businesses. Very likely within the initial business idea, you will have multiple streams of income already. There's just ever expansion and growing and growth from this point forward. And your gifts will continue to get stronger. We will continue to master those. We will continue to grow into new levels of strength, light shining bright, assisting others, helping to heal the world, helping others empowering others to shine, to heal, to grow, to step into their purpose purely by being the best that you are capable of being, aligning to your highest design. What a beautiful, beautiful stage to be in. Of course, as I progress on my journey, I will have more to offer you. But for now, this is the vision that I have been given. And I always say this at the beginning of the other videos, I've said it, but it's important to say now. It always is helpful to know where we're going, and helpful to know what where the goalposts are. We have to know where to aim our laser. And so this is what these videos are doing for us. Okay. If you need any assistance with this, if you're struggling to step into your purpose, you're struggling with business, marketing, sales, perfecting your message, finding your niche, understanding your gifts, removing blocks, identifying your purpose, learning how to manifest with intention, any of those things, if it is healing, purpose, manifestation, or business, the Nest, the New Earth Construction Team community, is the place to be for that. I am consistently producing new courses and masterclasses to put in there. I make it very, very accessible. So $20 a month as a founding member. If you watch this early on, shortly after this is produced, you can get in at that price. Over time, the price will go up, but because we're just getting started, if you join us as a founding member, you will be grandfathered in at that very, very low cost. Okay. And if not, if you prefer one-on-one work, I also offer free 30-minute sessions. Links for both of those things are below, and I will see you on the next video. I love you so much, my friends. The future is bright and beautiful. Reach out and take that hand that's being offered to you so that you can be pulled out of whatever stuckness you may be in and start stepping into the gloriously beautiful life that you have been gifted and are currently being offered. All right. Make sure that you do please like, subscribe, and share if anybody could benefit from this. We want to spread the word. Everyone is perfectly imperfect for their purpose. Everyone has an opportunity to shine bright, to be seen, to be loved, to be valued, to be happy, to be at peace. Namaste, my friends. Take care.